Hey, 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 what's going on, everybody? It's Sonia and Sandra back for another episode of Twins Talk Tubi. And we're here in a new month, which means it's a new theme. So, the theme for the month of April is childhood nightmares. So, these movies that we're going to be reviewing this month have to do with either a nursery rhyme, a fairy tale, a cartoon that we watched growing up that they twisted and made it into a horror movie.
Yeah,
Okay. It's pretty popular these days. We see a lot of these popping up. So there's a few
yeah.
here on Tubi that we wanted to watch, and here's the reviews. So the movie we are going to review today is called Popeye the Slayer Man. And this movie came out in 2025, and this is the premise. A group of friends sneak into an abandoned spinach factory to explore the legend of the Sailor Man, set to haunt the factory and nearby docks. And as always, we're going to start off with our first time reaction of the movie, and we'll go on a count of three. One, two, three. So I thought this movie
Oh,
was, oh yeah, thumb. I thought this movie was fun. I was, there were corny parts, but
yeah.
I thought it was a very well made movie, and I thought the acting was pretty decent in this. I,
Yes.
I liked, you know, obviously everyone knows Popeye eats spinach to get his strength and power, right? So I thought it was kind of cool that they kind of made it in a band. I mean, that's dumb, kind of, but it makes sense that they would do that.
It
Abandoned
fits with
spinach
the story.
factory.
Yeah.
Yeah, it fits with the theme and the character. So
Yeah.
I thought that was cool they did that. And then I thought there was some really good deaths in this movie.
Lots of blood and gore in this one.
Lots of blood and gore, and but I thought some of the deaths were really good.
Yeah.
I really liked them. And the premise itself it was like a group of like just like the description says, a group of college students or
Yeah.
were going to the factory to do kind of like a documentary recording of the factory and to talk about the legend
Yeah. It's like
of the
an urban legend.
sailor man that haunts the factory. So, and obviously he comes out. I thought the Popeye character looked good,
The
actually.
costume, yeah, it was pretty good.
I thought, you know, I like that they didn't. I feel like in movies like this, they may tend to because of the scenery, because of the location. It was a factory, so there's a lot of dark spots
Yeah.
and kind of hidden spots that they would keep him in the shadows a lot and not really show, maybe just show the shape
Right.
and the figure, but they wouldn't really show. But they put him out there, and I thought that was
Yeah.
pretty cool that they did that. The face looked strange, but it did look Popeye. It just looked like nightmarish.
Like, yeah, they had to make it look like evil,
Yeah, which is
you
good
know,
because
which is
that's the movie, right?
right.
So, but
Right.
I thought they couldn't have done anything better with it.
Right.
Honestly. I just thought it was fun. I was intrigued the whole movie. It kept my attention. I wasn't bored.
Yeah.
I thought at the end, oh, pretty much towards the end, when you start to see kind of Popeye being sad and kind
Like
of not
vulnerable. He was getting more
vulnerable
vulnerable.
and thinking about a memory, a past memory about, obviously he had a child and it ended up that the one of the girls that was there with the crew was the daughter. I thought
Yeah.
a little smidge of me thought, why did they do that? But
Yeah.
but then after I thought, well, that's pretty good. That's not bad. And I like when he said, "Oh my sweet pea." I thought like it just tied everything together.
Right.
The creators and directors of this movie, I think they touched on all the points of
Yeah.
Popeye's like
What you know
life,
about Popeye, right?
even mentioned olive oil and all that. I just thought it was really well made. I was pleasantly surprised at this
Yeah.
movie.
Well, For the most part, I agree with you. I also was pleasantly surprised. I wasn't expecting it to be as good as it was. I think you're on point with everything the way I'm feeling, except for the end. Um, I didn't think they should have made that part of the story that one of the kids. I like the idea of him being turning evil and murderous because of what happened to his family, but I don't necessarily think that they should have had one of those kids be his kid. I don't know. I was it was good for me until then, and it kind of like fell off for me. That's why I gave it my rating. Um but it definitely was like planning as I was watching this to give it a thumbs up because I thought overall it was very well made. Like we were saying, it had lots of gore and blood in it. They had a lot of really good kills. They really, for the most part, like the under like I guess the underlying story of Popeye. He was a sailor man. They put him in that spinach factory. Obviously, spinach is big part of his life. They talked about Olive and Sweet Pea, the baby. They even had Wimpy in this, which I thought was pretty funny
That's
because
right.
Wimpy was trying to get credit in the bar for a burger, and they were like, "No, you can't. We don't
That's
give
right.
credit for hamburgers. Get out of here." And then he will like it was a quick little scene,
Just
but if you
yeah.
know, like if you remember, like Popeye in the cartoons and Wimpy always with I'll pay you Tuesday for a hamburger. Like I thought that was pretty funny that they did that. So I was expecting to see Bluto in this. They didn't have Bluto in it.
No, they didn't.
I think that would have been like over the top that I would have been like, okay, like they got all the, you know. Um, I also thought that the, I thought it was a good story. I also thought the acting was pretty decent. The whole movie was very well made. Again, I wasn't expecting that. Um, but when it got towards the end, it fell a little off for me. So, I didn't really like that too much. But for the most part, I thought it was pretty good.
Okay. So guys, check it out. If you haven't already. I think you got approved. It's approved here now. So
Yeah,
check it
yeah.
out and make sure you let us know what you thought when you watch it. Make sure you comment here on this video and make sure you like this video as well and subscribe to our channel. We are the part of the Horror Flick Chicks, and this video will be up on our Horror Flick Chicks YouTube channel. We also have a podcast, Horror Flick Chicks podcast, here on our YouTube channel as well. And we will be back next week. Oh, also follow us on all socials, Instagram, Facebook, Threads, TikTok. And we'll be back next week with another review. So can't wait to come back. Thanks for following us. Thanks for liking this video. Until next time, we're signing out. Bye.
Bye.